Hey, how you going? It's Kale. Coming up on Newsbreak. Melbourne's COVID cluster grows, some teens get the vaccine, and the NYPD on patrol in Brazil. But first, you see that button that's popping up there? The one that says subscribe? Click it. Yeah. It's probably fair to say that people in Melbourne are a bit on edge at the moment. The COVID outbreak there has grown, and authorities are racing to stop it from spreading. Here's Leela.
Oh, come on, not again. At first I wasn't too worried, and then I realised we might go into lockdown again, and then I was worried.
Yeah, that's the vibe in Melbourne right now. This morning we found out there had been 6 new local COVID cases, bringing the total to 15. And there are big concerns that number will keep growing, especially after it was revealed an infected person was at this AFL match between Port Adelaide and Collingwood, along with 23,000 other fans. People who were sitting nearby are being asked to get tested and isolate until they're all clear, and everyone else who was there needs to watch for symptoms. For now, there's some new restrictions in Victoria, like if you're over 12, you have to wear a mask inside, including at school.
And we can only have 5 visitors per day.
But the government says it's watching closely to see if it needs to do more. Other states have introduced travel restrictions to limit the spread. As for this scary word, right now, as I'm recording these words, it hasn't happened. But you know COVID.
I hope that the case numbers go down and stay down. Fingers crossed.
Teenagers in South Australia and the NT are now getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Recently, Aussie authorities gave the go-ahead for the Pfizer vaccine to be given to people over 16. And now teens like Kayla and Jason have taken it up.
I thought it was going to hurt a lot more than it did.
At the moment, it's only being offered to teens in regional SA and the NT, but that could change soon. Americans have marked the anniversary of the death of George Floyd. Floyd was killed by a police officer, which sparked massive protests against racism and police violence. Today there were vigils and marches around the US. And George Floyd's family, including his 7-year-old daughter Gianna, were invited to the White House to meet President Joe Biden.
It was great. He's a genuine guy. They always speak from the heart, and it's a pleasure just to be able to have the chance to meet with him.
You might want to keep an eye on the sky tonight because there's going to be a blood moon and a lunar eclipse. It'll look a little something like this. Oh, fancy.
Hi there. Didn't see ya. Don't mind me, I'm not a werewolf or anything. I'm just howling at the moon, like a regular human. I mean, how could you not? It's a lovely blood-red supermoon tonight. Look at it. This only happens once in a blue moon. Hang on.
Yes, that's right. Tonight is supermoon time. It happens when the moon's orbit is closest to the Earth.
Or as we would call it, the perigee.
As a result, the moon looks quite a bit bigger in our night sky, but it's not just going to be a bigger than usual moon tonight, no. There'll also be a lunar eclipse.
That's when the moon is plunged into the Earth's shadow, turning it bright red.
So, if you want to catch the action, here are the deets. On the east coast, that includes you, Tassie, the eclipse should start at about 7:45. In the centre now, that includes Darwin and Adelaide, 7:15, and in the west, 5:45. But the maximum eclipse will happen about an hour and a half after those times.
So, if you can stay up and the sky's clear, it should make for a pretty epic sight. Oh!
This next segment is all about... Wait. That doesn't belong there. New York police cars flying down the street might seem pretty normal in New York. But this is in Brazil. Behind this geographically confused motorcade is a group of Brazilian fans who are obsessed by the New York Police Department and spend a lot of their time refurbishing old cars and motorcycles. They even have a canine impersonator. An entire railway station probably doesn't belong in this guy's basement. But here it is, albeit a little smaller. Wang Yu lives in Canada and clearly loves trains. So he decided to build a replica of the rail system in his hometown, Hefei in China. The model took 2 years to make and comes with passengers, traffic lights, and even some lovely scenery. It's a bike in the air. Okay, it's not really flying, but close enough. This is a mountain biking event in South Africa, where Spain's Bienvenido Aguado managed to land the longest dirt-to-dirt front flip ever, flying a whopping 30 meters through the air. Now that is really cool. Sorry. This is gonna take me forever, so we'll just see you again tomorrow. Bye.